I feel like your channel specifically has kind of facilitated a community maybe a little bit more than other channels that I've seen, of similar sizes and whatnot.
What do you mean
I
exactly?
Well, what I mean is, I feel like you tend to be someone who's relatively engaged with their following, right? I mean,
Oh,
one of the
because
steps
it's a tiny following. It's relatively speaking. I have like I haven't even checked my sub count recently. Over 30,000 subscribers, but because of the way the algorithm works, it's like, oh, what? Chris made a video? No, he didn't. The video's not in your inbox. Be
right.
quiet. Shut up. Shut up. Doesn't exist. Never happened. So because of that, like I'm pretty sure half of my subs are either like inactive accounts or they died in real life. I'm pretty sure that's the case at this point.
It's possible. It's very possible.
So ignoring sub count, I feel like I see a lot of the same names over and over. Those are the people that are like, they're here to stay. So I see their names over and over a lot in the comment sections and on my streams and whatever. So it's like I recognize names.
Sure.
I recognize names. So I guess if that's what you meant, then like yeah, I
right. Well, and you also have a Discord server, right, where you have you're following there. Do you feel like being engaged with your audience in that way is kind of essential to whatever kind of growth? I know you said that you're not as focused on growth these days, but how has that kind of affected you creatively, being able to connect with the community in that way? What are some of the pros and cons with that, if you will?
I mean, okay, so I don't think it's like a super 1000% necessary thing. There are people who don't like interact, quote unquote, with their fans like that often, and they're doing just fine, just peachy. Because we've all heard stories of like YouTubers minding their own P's and Q's at their house. Doorbell rings. Hi, I'm your biggest fan. I fucking
right.
I'm stalking you right now. I love you so much. So obviously that hasn't happened to me and won't happen. And if it does, I'm gonna beat their ass. But so like.
So do you feel that there's any?
I was going somewhere with this.
Right, it's all good. Do you feel like there are some cons then? Like have you run into problems where you're like, dang, like this is one of the downsides of connecting with these people or whatnot? Like any kind of issues that way? We'll talk about the pros too. I'm not trying to just be doom and gloom.
Yeah,
here.
no. I haven't necessarily experienced. No, it's a lie. I've had like one con. I don't know if I could talk about it.
You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to talk
about it. All right. In the vaguest possible terms, I did have one viewer one time. I actually almost forgot about this until just now. I had one viewer one time who would like come to me, and a couple of interactions later, it got to the point where I had to be like, dude, I'm not your fucking therapist. It did have to get to that point, and it was just I told the dude, you gotta get help. I can't take any more of your messages. I'm not cut out for this crap.
Right.
And then I had to wish him luck, and then I had to block him. I had no choice. Like that's like, why'd you block him? Trust me, it's better than me trying to help, because I can't help, because I'm just not cut out for that. I
mean, I feel like with any kind of, with that lack of a better word, friendships between people, it's always better that you have two parties that are equally invested in each other than just one party who's only invested in the other person, right? And if you're to string that along, then naturally that's going to do more damage than ultimately just being frank with them. But that seems mostly you have a case scenario of just someone not totally understanding level of boundaries or where people stand and whatnot.
It's like, hey, I'm glad you guys like my videos, but I'm not your friend. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what about some of the pros? Like, do you feel that because you have, at least, even if it's a relatively small gathering, at least having some kind of gathering of people that you recognize their names, they recognize you, and then you talk to in streams and stuff like that, and Discord server, do you feel like that gives you more inspiration to make the kind of videos that you make? Like, if that kind of gathering wasn't there, do you think you would still be making videos?
I mean, I still would be, probably, more than likely. It definitely, it doesn't not help.
Sure.
It's definitely like, I know someone's gonna watch this garbage.
Right.
So like there is that. It's, I'm not like an anime protagonist that punches the ground going, my friends are my power. They're gonna watch my videos.
Right.
The power of friendship, well, it's nothing like that, but it's definitely like, okay, cool. One person will watch this.
Right. Yeah. And ultimately the content you're creating the most, that's the most important thing to you, right? Would you say through all this, just specifically the product that you create? Is that what you hold like most important to you?
I mean, yeah, I got nothing else going on right now. Sure.
Hey there. You just watched a clip from my creative podcast. If you'd like to check out the full episode, you can support me over on Patreon. And if not, you can subscribe to check out more clips coming here soon.